undaunted, unbroken, undefeated. Seldom is one offered an opportunity to talk about a true hero or a heroine, yet I have been given such a gift. As I relate the experiences our scholar has endured, I believe you will agree. But I'm not yet ready to invite you into this individual story. First, I need to offer a brief example of the sort of courage our student demonstrates. Now, some of you may have passing familiarity with the story of Louis Zamperini, track and field athlete, an Olympian, a World War II pilot, prisoner of war, 4 years, and a survivor. Absolutely a hero. The book and movie about Zamperini are titled Unbroken. Our Abe Lincoln scholar absolutely qualifies as unbroken. She's been a member of the National Honor Society each high school year. Her grade point average is well over 4.0 because advanced placement and dual credit courses offer higher credits. I haven't narrowed the field much. Many of our Abe Lincoln scholars have similar credentials, don't they? However, consider her experience. Her father was a cocaine addict. He made it just 12 days after entering drug rehab. He took off, led a police chase through 3 counties, and was killed. Our heroine was raised by her mother, who in a significant sacrifice of love gave up her education 1 year short of a college degree, gave up all her career possibilities to care for her grandmother, our then 9-year-old heroine, an older and a younger sister as well. Living in a 2-bedroom, single-bathroom house, her mother realized it was too late to get the education and career of her dreams. Watching her mother, our heroine says, and I quote her, she saw the importance of knowledge as her life preserver, deciding her only option was to succeed in school. Just last October, our heroine's older sister rushed to her at her job, telling her their mother had suffered a heart attack. Told of their mother's death at the hospital, she and her sister were within 3 hours engaged in the process of donating her mother's organs and tissues so others could live. In her words, she was adulting. A process that began when she donated her mother's vital organs. Yet as she described adulting, it includes, these are her words, playing an extended pretend game of house with my sisters as I cook, try to accomplish household chores so my sister can graduate college at the same time I graduate high school. Like unbroken hero Louis Zamperini, our heroine did not choose any of the monumental challenges she faced. Stayed courageous through those challenges, continued to excel. I have not allowed any of my grades to slip below an A to keep my spot in the top 10 for the 4th year in a row. She has 4 years' experience elected to the Student Council, having attended the Model United Nations at the University of Chicago last year. As Ann mentioned, she will go again this spring. She's on the Academic World Quest team, where she and 3 schoolmates compete statewide, responding to issues of national and international current events. And I think if you ask her, one of her favorite activities is she is president of Best Buddies, providing friendship, leadership, and jobs to those with intellectual and developmental disabilities. In her Indiana University application essay written but 4 weeks before her mother died, she focused on the intense lessons, these are her words, I've been fortunate enough to encounter while still so young. Since then, she admits, every seemingly unfortunate event brings with it significant lessons of wisdom and maturity. She credits much of this to her mother, who put a strong emphasis on education. Her school counselor writes, in the last couple of months, I've watched her wade through the world of legal aid, medical billing, Social Security, and guardianship issues, all while trying to grieve her mother's death. During the Abe Lincoln Scholarship interview process, when the full committee met her, she admitted, I cry a lot. Then she added, my mom would not want me to quit. Undaunted, unbroken, undefeated. This Warren Central senior has been admitted to Indiana University, where she intends to pursue studies in global health and epidemiology, seeking to address, in her words, large-scale health problems. Having studied 4 years of Spanish at the AP level, her desire is to be a Peace Corps health volunteer in Central or South America, ultimately working at the Center for Disease Control as an emergency response specialist, an epidemiologist, or a health education specialist. She has shown she is one to be absolutely undaunted, completely unbroken, surely undefeated. She is our second place Abe Lincoln Scholar. Join me in celebrating Warren Central's Megan McQuade.
Now the easy part, talking to all these people. Congratulations. What's going through your mind?
I'm also, just like the last girl, very surprised because I admire every person whose story I heard today.
I have to believe that your mom somewhere can see this. And you know, I was really struck when you said she would not want me to quit, and you haven't. Tell us a little bit about your mom, because she was such a force in your life.
As cliche, and she hated that word, as it sounds, she encouraged me to, and I quote, follow my heart. And I've always had wild dreams. They've never been necessarily the most grounded. And she never failed to support me through that. She was just the most supportive person I've ever encountered.
By wild dreams, you mean shooting big, right?
Of course. Yeah. Yes, like working for the CDC someday and going, to Central or South America to work for the Peace Corps.
Epidemiology, broadcasting. I can't talk you into broadcasting at IU, right?
No.
Of course not. The word adulting is really interesting to you. You've had to jump around and jump worlds. What does adulting mean to you?
As I said during my interview, it's more about making the decisions that people don't usually make when they don't have people enforcing rules on them. I don't have parents to overbear or encourage me to do the correct things. I have to find that inside myself, just as any other adult would have to do. So that's what I consider adulting more than anything.
What strikes me is you've already taken the sense that the bad things that have happened in your life ended up having rainbows at the end too, good things that come from bad.
Yes. Since I lost my dad when I was 4, I learned very early what death was like. That was a quick, unexpected one. And then my grandma's death was slow. So I learned the difference between the two, and I just found something to take from every person that I encounter and every situation that I encounter.
How important is education in this equation?
Incredibly, I love school, and school gives me a sense of control all the time. So
And it was important to your mom too.
yes, it was. Even though she was unable to finish herself, I know that she valued it, and she fully expected me to go for as long as I could.
And we've seen in every one of these kids that we've introduced this element of service, and Best Buddies is the one that gets to you. Tell us what we need to know about that.
I love Best Buddies. Okay, my buddy, Brandy, her favorite word is marvelous, and so I would just like to say that this is rather marvelous, and I can't wait to tell her about it.
That's perfect. We can't end with anything better than that. Congratulations, my dear.
Thank you.
Go ahead.